Hey everyone. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Sound Act Draw. Sound Act Draw is a party game that combines elements of charades and Pictionary, and here's how it works. So when you start the game, it'll first ask you to choose which version of the game you want to play. We have a standard version, a generations version, and a sky version, and there's actually more versions coming soon. This game uses a deck of cards, and each card has a phrase on it, or three phrases actually. So the only difference between the versions is what types of phrases are on the cards. So the standard version includes a huge assortment of movies and books and animals and idioms and all sorts of things. Generations involves words specifically related to, things baby boomers would know versus things millennials would know versus things Gen Z would know and so on. So that's kind of the theming of those phrases. And then the sky version refers to travel related phrases. So there's a couple of quirks with the sky version where there's different types of questions specifically related to travel. But there's also a wide assortment of phrases related to movies and books and songs and so on. So I'm just going to demonstrate this with the generations version. And what's going to happen is you are going to take turns in this game. The first player who hits a certain number of points wins. So in this particular game, whoever gets to 7 points first wins, and the number of points you're playing to depends on the total number of players in the game. All right, so I am the first player. And what happens is when it's your turn, you get a choice of 3 phrases. Okay, so I'm going to pick the phrase Magic 8 Ball. And then on my turn, I have 60 seconds to either draw something or act something out or sound it out. And when we say sound it out, you can hum, you can sing the tune of something, you can make sound effects, but ideally you're not really using words when you're making sounds. So you really should try to make sounds and not words. I can also do any combination of those things. And using the combination of those things, I have to get someone who's not me to guess the phrase that I've picked. All right, so I've picked the phrase Magic 8 Ball. In case I forget it, it's displayed in my history over here. And I have to immediately start drawing or acting or sounding it out or any combination. So, I'm going to draw something, right? And this is my Magic 8 Ball. And, you shake it, that's clearly how you draw that. Great, okay? And in the meantime, everyone else is shouting out a guess for what they think the thing is. Let's say someone does shout out Magic 8 Ball. I can submit this, which lets me move on to the next step, and then I can just click on the player who got it right. Okay, so suppose I click on bot3 got it right, and when someone gets it right, both of us get a point. So the person who guessed it and also the person who was giving the clue. Great. And that's the entire game. So we will keep taking turns. On your turn, you will pick one of 3 phrases, you will give a clue, someone will hopefully guess it, and both of you get a point, and you keep playing until someone hits the number of points that was decided at the beginning. The only twist to this is in the travel version. So in the travel version, there are 2 different types of cards. Instead of a card where you see 3 phrases, you might get a card where you are given a situation and you have to fill in the blank. So you will type in something to fill in the blank, and when you fill in the blank, then you will sound, act, or draw something for the blank that you filled in. So ultimately, people are still guessing a word. The other quirk with the travel version is that after you give a clue for your phrase, you also get a choice of 2 conversation questions to answer. They're both related to a travel-related story. So you can pick one of those and give your travel-related story. And if the group deems that it sufficiently answers the question, you get an extra point. So that's one more way to get points, and that adds this style of like icebreaker question into the game, which makes it feel a bit more social and casual. All right. So Sound Act Draw, super fun, super quick, and I definitely encourage you to check this one out. Thanks so much. Take care.